This is Andrea.
County Fairgrounds and Cool K here. Are you working with the Cinco-de-Mayo festival coming up?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that's coming up for Cinco de Mayo, and I understand it's the biggest festival in the state of Colorado?
It's the largest cultural event in the state of Colorado.
Okay. You must have thousands of people that come to it.
Thousands. It's at Civic Center Park. We get, it really depends upon the year, the weather, all that good stuff, but definitely lining up to be a good year. And we're hoping to see a couple 100,000 people this year.
Andrea, I have to ask the most obvious question. The first thing that comes to my mind is, where do these people park?
We do encourage people to take as much ride sharing and public transportation as possible to Civic Center. There are lots located around the event. There's street level parking. There is the cultural complex parking garage that is, literally right across the street off of 13th between 12th and 13th and Broadway. A lot of people like to park there, and they offer special event pricing at that lot. But yeah, there's quite a bit of options. But we definitely encourage people to use public transportation as much as possible. Very close to light rail lines and RTD stops.
So there's a lot of things going on at this festival. You have a lot of food. You have entertainment on stages?
Yes, we have 3 stages of live entertainment. We have lineups all day long. The event is open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. both days. In terms of the lineup, all of those are on our website at cinco-de-mayo-denver.com. And so you can see there on all 3 stages who is performing and at what time. But all of these stages feature cultural performances from Mexican regional bands, mariachi, folklorico, and even local bands as well, of all genres. So you have, old school R&B, funk, rock, a little bit of everything on the local stage.
Okay, all right. So, and you must have a lot of food, so you've got a lot of vendors. Isn't there an activity going on in the park too?
Yeah, so the event takes place at Civic Center Park, right, at the park itself. And then the 4 streets that surround the park, which are Bannock, 14th Avenue, Broadway, and Colfax, all those streets are shut down for the event. So that whole area is the festival. Yeah. So yeah. If you've ever been to Taste of Colorado when it was at the park, or Pride Fest or People's Fair, same kind of setup in terms of where it happens and what shuts down for that.
So who puts this festival on?
So our organization produces the event. The name of our group is called NewSed Community Development Corporation. This will be our 35th year putting on this event. It started on Santa Fe Drive and was moved to the park in 95. We're one of the largest festivals out the gate, right? And when the spring season hits. But our organization, we're a nonprofit, and we operate in 3 service areas. So we provide HUD, housing counseling, for low and moderate income communities. We offer first-time home buyer assistance, foreclosure assistance. We have down payment assistance. We offer group education for folks trying to get their FHA certifications. We also operate in small business development and programming. So we have a retail incubator program called the Zone Marketplace. We have a lot of technical assistance type programming and educational classes and that kind of thing. And then we also are a lender, so we have small business loans. We have a very unique program called Lending Circles. That's what we do as an organization. Sorry, we also offer financial literacy counseling as well.
Is this the only festival that you put on?
Of this size, yes, this is the main festival that we put on too. We are very active with Santa Fe Drive still, because our offices are still here on Santa Fe Drive, and so we do participate in 4 First Friday events. Santa Fe Drive has the first state designated art district, and so every First Friday, people come out and take place in the art walk. We get tens of thousands of people down here on First Friday. So we actually own a parking lot down in the 700 block, and we activate that parking lot during First Fridays. And we do a mini festival in our parking lot, and we bring out food trucks and entertainment, that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So I would imagine that you have a lot of Mexican food. So what's your favorite Mexican food? I'm curious.
I like it all. I tell you what, though, the tacos at our event, I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I mean, the street tacos, the kind of stuff that you find is very authentic at our event, and so you really can't go wrong. The tacos are my favorite thing to have at the event, but we feature a lot of different types of things as well. So you can get your typical festival foods as well, like turkey legs and funnel cakes and ice creams, and I think we're featuring kettle corns and do we still have that one vendor that's doing the pineapple thing? Do you know? We have this one vendor, and they come every year. They bring whole pineapples, and they make smoothie drinks out of them. They're really wonderful.
So, that sounds
people
good.
like to get those and go put shots of tequila in them. But yeah, the food is wonderful. Our drink is good. We offer 3 bars. We offer a lot of beer stations, a lot of Pepsi stations for just Pepsis and waters and things like that. But yeah, we also have lots of ATMs on site. So we're both a cash and credit card based festival. It's free to enter the event. There's no admission fee. So anytime you have an event at Civic Center Park, admission is free.
Okay.
We also are going to be featuring like a parade.
I'm going to ask you. Go ahead.
The parade takes place. It opens up the event basically 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, right? And it kind of does this half circle through downtown, and it ends up on Lincoln. But really great parade. We have all kinds of entries, lots of dancers, some musicians. We have a lot of lowriders, things like that. It's a really fun parade. And then we also have Chihuahua races, and that's a really popular event. People pre-register their dogs on our website, and they're able to race their dogs, and that takes place on Saturday at 2:00, right across from the seal pond. And then we have a taco eating contest that happens on Sunday, and that's same location, right across from the seal pond. And we do 3 rounds. How fast can you eat 10 tacos, right? And that's a fun one as well. That's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I could eat 10 tacos, dear.
No, I can't do it either, but maybe if I'm really hungry.
Okay, so what about for kids? Because as a parent, I would ask that.
Yeah, for sure. We do have an entire area for kids activities. We contract with a group who brings out, a lot of bouncy type things, right? A lot of fun things for kids to engage in. Are we doing the Euro bungee jump? We have the Euro jump this year. That's that thing where, you hold on to it and they bounce you high and it like straps you in on both sides. It's really fun. Kids love that thing. So yeah, we definitely, it's like I say, it's a family event. So we definitely want people to bring their families out. Kayaking Supers, they take up an entire section of the event, and they're giving out all kinds of samples and giveaways. People love that. So definitely want to promote that. But we have lots of sponsor features, lots of fun things for people to engage with, that are family friendly. We also have an entire lowrider car show that goes all the way down Colfax. And they bring out their beautiful cars, and they even have lowrider bicycles. So They make their own contest out of it, and that's another big crowd pleaser for everyone, for sure.
Do you have arts and crafts vendors too?
We do. We have some art vendors for sure. We have folks that are selling their own art pieces. People that are selling a lot of different kinds of retail type items. A lot of artisans, or what do you call those folks? Apothecary kind of things. We have a vendor who sells soaps, and we have a lot of like face painters and things for people to engage with. But yeah, there's quite a bit of variety of vendors for sure.
All right. Do you have any idea what your attendance has been? Is it growing every year?
Our attendance has stayed pretty steady. I would say that COVID, we couldn't do the event for 2 years during COVID, during 2020 and 2021. We brought it back in 2022. That wasn't the best crowd year. 2023 was way better. Like, we saw double what we saw in 2022. And we're hoping to see double that this year, because it's the actual holiday of Cinco de Mayo falls on the weekend. So we're looking forward to seeing, as many people as possible. We think that, the major influx of new people to Denver, they've not been exposed to Cinco de Mayo, may not know that we have this big event. I think people are shocked when they realize, oh, this is the largest cultural event in the state, So, it was funny. We do our banking right on the corner of Colfax and Sear at the Chase, and I was talking to the banker, and I was telling her about it, and she was just blown away. She had no idea. And I said, well, how long have you been here? Oh, I've only been here a year. I said, oh, that's why you don't know. So we're always trying to do our best to let new crowds know about the event. That's the tricky part, right? Because they just may not know that, Denver and Colorado has a huge Cinco de Mayo festival.
Well, I'll see if I can help you with that. We'll spread it all around the country.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
There's one more thing, if I could mention, if I could.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We also feature a VIP piece to the event that is ticketed. But what's cool about that is it only takes place on Saturday, and it's only for like a 3-hour period. But in there, we offer a tastings. Like, we're bringing out distillery groups. So, you've been to like beer tasting festivals and things like that. We're offering that on a smaller scale in this event, but we're featuring our distillery companies. So Colorado has a lot of distilleries, right?
Yes.
So there's people that are featuring like their own rums, their own vodkas, their oon moonshines, their own tequilas.
Wow.
And so you'll get to taste all those from these different groups. And so it's very unique. We feature a really awesome DJ there too. We have folklorico dance performers in there. Really want to just encourage people. You can buy those tickets on our website at cinco-de-mayo-denver.com, but it's a lot of fun. I think you'd really enjoy it if you came.
And you check all the IDs, right?
Yes, ma'am. We sure do. That's our job for sure.
I've had teenagers. That was the first thought that crossed my mind.
Oh yeah, we have to do that for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and the only concern that I would have about this thing is the stinking parking. That would worry me coming into this festival.
Yeah, I mean, it never has stopped people from coming to the festival. I will say that, and there is quite a bit of parking around the event. I always advocate for carpooling and using your Ubers or Lyfts, because that's really the best way to get here. Or if need be, parking, in somewhere where you can take in light rail. That's always an option too.
And the old woman in me wants to know if you have a lot of restrooms.
Oh yes, we sure do. Yep, we absolutely do. We even have handicap restrooms. We have everything people need. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this, and we'll get it up, and I'll pass it all around the country, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the promotion. Thank you so much.
I've enjoyed talking to you. Thank you.
Me as well. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.